Hi, Sam here with Marquee Wine Cellars. Today I am joined by Derek Mossman, co-founder and winemaker with Garage Wine Co. Thank you so much for being here with us today and showing your wines. So maybe give us a little bit of background in your winemaking career and what brought you to Chile.
I went to Chile skiing a year it did not snow in New Zealand. A journalist has said once that I will never make Sauvignon Blanc. I think they're right. We are an old vine specialist, Rhone varieties principally. That's what we've been tasting today.
Excellent. In the context of the wine world, what's going on in Chile right now? Why should we be drinking more Chilean wine?
I think Chile is in a tremendous revolution, let's say. Principally, it's small people, like MOVI, we say, the movement of independent vintners, or El Movimiento de Viñeteros Independientes, because it sounds more Monty Python in Spanish than it does in English. And they're the smaller producers that are working with old vines, not exclusive with old vines, but doing more interesting things that I think we have a bad habit of thinking, Chile, Cabernet, supermarket, BCLB. And to be truthful, from what I've seen today in a series of shops, there's some wonderful producers of very focused, kind of small, wonderful old wines in the city, not just ours.
You had mentioned earlier about the natural wine movement and how that is in North America quite a bit of a trend. Can you speak a little more to that within the context of small producers in Chile and winemaking in general?
I think natural wine is, I don't think it should be a category. I think it's a tendency, and I think a lot of people, large and small and large, better stated, are inclining to do things more cleanly, more naturally, less manipulation in a wonderful way. But I do think there's a group of young people who've chosen to drink crazy wines, but they're wines that are bright with acid, that aren't the wines their parents drank. And I think that is a wonderful change of generation or change up that really is needed in the wine world. I think there's many barriers in wine, and we feel we have to know a lot or we have to study hard. In the end, wine is to be enjoyed. What we really all have to do is start opening more than one bottle at a time with appropriate company. We get enough people that we're not drinking too much, but we want to taste. We want to compare and contrast. Is it door number one? Is it door number two? And whatever we choose, we work forward. But this idea many of us have that, oh, don't open that yet. There's still a little bit left in this. The trouble with that is you never get to compare and contrast. We don't have memory. I mean, some of us do. We train to do this. We've done this for 15 years.
Right.
But most people, if you give them one or the other, they'll say, I like that. Don't really want to tell you why. But if I have to keep drinking that, I'll take more of that. Thank you very much. And that's enough to find your way into wines that you enjoy much more, that aren't necessarily what your father drank. Sorry, your parents drank. Yeah.
Right. So, Garage, what can people expect from these beautiful wines that we had the opportunity to try today?
A genuine expression of a place, be it Sausal, be it Trujillo, be it Pirque. This is more of a village wine around Puico Alto, but there are wines that speak to where they come from. And there are different varieties that have been there for a long, long time. And what we're trying to do is bring them back, not from the dead, but bring them back from obscurity or from being ignored and forgotten, and make it, give them a vitality so that people, younger people especially, can live by farming this fruit and making these wines. Not just us, but that is what these areas require. And they have these, mina de oro. I mean, it's like a gold mine of opportunities right there. And yet the large companies, they want to make, no, we want Cabernet. No. You don't pull this up and make Cabernet. The trouble with old vines today, or the challenge of old vines today, is they're too far from a paved road. They're planted so close that you can't mechanize them. And there's not enough of them there to fill a proper winery truck of a modern day large winery. And if you think about that, that is just no criteria for the way we live. We don't not go hiking on a trail because there's not enough traffic on it, right? I mean, we want it rough. We don't, you can take that example. We go somewhere where, we're a little bit off the beaten path, and that's the point to the weekend in the wilderness, as an example. And I think wine should reflect that. I think our food, our menu does, but the wines haven't changed with that. You know, we've gotten well ahead, not just organic beef, but I mean, we have wonderful greens, we have much healthier produce, be it whatever, and the wines have kind of lagged behind. I'm here to say that the small Chilean producers are places like this, and they're available. Do we have to spend a little bit more? Yes, but not so much we can't afford 2 bottles.
There you have it. Thank you so much again for being here with us today.
Wonderful to be here.
Excellent. All these wines are available for purchase in store and available through our website, marquis-wines.com. Thanks for stopping by.